Welcome to the You Heard podcast, your go-to for Miami Hurricanes football. Ben, Joe, Hope, and CB break down recruiting, hot topics, and game day action.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about this right now because he completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like, I don't appreciate.
What are we talking about, son?
Get into it, talk. I felt
Keeping it a buck.
Let me close these curtains real quick.
You heard. Let me get this. You know what I mean? Make sure I started off right. Hey, thank you to my cousin, man. Got to go to the Natty. I was like, yo, get me a towel, dog. You made sure I got it. So salute to him.
That's what you asked for.
I mean, that's what I couldn't get
towel. That's what
I couldn't get seats. I couldn't get seats, right, Joe?
Okay,
you asked going and I couldn't. Yeah, I wanted to win, but he got to work on that. He couldn't make that happen for me. So I took the towel.
You asked for
What up, chat? What up, chat? Hope y'all good. Hope y'all blessed.
You asked for a towel. Right.
What else could I have? What else is there? No,
my guy went to France, and I asked for a fry. I asked for a French fry. So that's all I wanted. You know what I mean? That's all I needed. Just bring me back a fry.
Let me get a croissant.
You know what I mean? That's it. Like, that's all. Okay.
Man, hey, simple things in life, Joey. Appreciate you.
I see.
Man, Rich. Appreciate you, man. Yeah.
Chat, what up, man? Chat, what up? Happy hump day.
Yeah.
Hump day. You've been having a long week at work. It's almost over.
What if you haven't?
Yeah. There's some people that just, I've been blessed, man. They just sit home and do odd things around the house, move around the couch cushions so it can be evenly distributed. Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I did put, like the couch, the little bumpers on the legs of the couch. That's what I did today. Yeah.
So they won't slide on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it won't scratch up the tile. Yeah. Autism awareness. Appreciate you, but I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Hope everybody's good.
Autism.
Says, hey, fellas, I'm feeling great today. Got 4 tickets promised to me for the Clemson game. Dope.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I plan on being there, brother. We're going to have to tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if you bring that gasolina,
don't do it.
Don't. I'm not doing it.
Don't do it, please.
Don't do it, man.
No.
Nah.
He's trying to make the game. He's trying to make the game.
Yeah, don't not bring that gasolina.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
We will be at the Wake game on a Friday. Tickets have been purchased. That's happening. So you heard we'll be in the building for that. Heard it's a beautiful campus. Can't wait to check it out, man. So we'll be there. Bought the tickets yesterday. Joey bought the tickets a little earlier. So I'm hoping to be at the FAMU game. Trying to make some things happen. It is on a Thursday. Trying to be out there for the, you know what I'm saying?
FAMU game.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a couple games this year, Joe.
Okay. FAMU game.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's not. I'm gonna be there, and the tickets aren't gonna be scarce, right? Like I could just go if I'm in the city. I'm good. All right.
FSU, Notre Dame.
I'm not going to Indiana. I'm not going to Indiana. I'm not going to Indiana no matter.
Game. Let's go to that game. I want to see them play. You know what I mean?
I want to see them play at all times.
St. Mary's College. I want to see them play St. Mary's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. If they were playing Howard, I'd go see that shit. I'm gonna go see the Canes.
You ain't going to Indiana, so don't act like you just big. You ain't going to Indiana. Why you ain't going to Indiana? Let's go to Indiana.
Why your voice gets so high?
Go to
Indy. Let's go to
Indy.
You got family in Indy. It's different for you. You know what I mean?
No, it ain't. I'm not close. My family's not close to that.
North Carolina's a more appealing matchup. Bill Belichick, I don't know about that one.
I guess that.
Yeah,
but
I'd rather see
a good game at all.
No,
but Chapel Hill is nice though. Chapel Hill is nice. They got a nice facility. Chapel Hill is just cool. You know, the tailgating at Chapel Hill be off the hook.
Wake Forest is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
North Kakalaki. Very intimate campus. Nice little stadium they got up there.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Can't wait to check it out, man. Bleacher seats, so be in the building. Popcorn Soda asks you, Joe, how was UNC's parking in stadium?
The parking is decent. They have parking areas around the campus that you can purchase in advance. We usually tailgate in the same lot. There's like one lot that we mainly tailgate in, and it's about a mile or so from campus. We usually walk to campus when we're ready, or they have shuttles that go to campus as well. So,
all right. So there you go. And there's your traffic on the 9. You know what I mean? Your track report from You Heard. Joe, we don't have much to talk about. You know, there's not much news going on over here for these Canes.
Nah.
So nothing had been dropped on Monday. Nothing yesterday with a possible quarterback being at Prime 112 with a legend. I mean, a quarter zip wide receiver. You know what I mean? Standing next to, you know what I mean? Mally. None of that happened. Look, we'll get to the schedule in a minute. That's plenty to talk about. It's obvious. We got to start with QB1. We know for a little bit, you know. I think you asked on Sunday to end the show, yo, man, does it get wrapped up before Wednesday? You asked me and Poke, and we're like, yeah, it'll definitely get done. 100%. And you know what I'm saying? So to start with the profit with you, appreciate you, that man Rich. If y'all ain't subscribed or following on our platform, this squad is the readers. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. We try to do our thing over here. You know what I'm saying? Barbershop style, chopping it up, kicking it with y'all, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the don't know. So, Joey, since you were prophetic, you know what I mean, in that question, where you want to take it, how you want to talk about it, wherever you want to go, man. You know how we do.
Yeah, we got 2. We got we got the Duke 2. You know, we got the Dukes of Miami. We got, you know, Crockett and Stubbs.
Yes. Everywhere. Yes.
Yeah, you know, we did get those 2, but we also got, you know, want to shout out Conrad Hussey, safety, formerly of Florida State, formerly of most recently Oregon State.
Oregon State,
but he's from the area. Believe he went to St. Thomas, right? St. Thomas, coached by Jason Taylor at one point. So, yeah, man. Salute to Conrad Hussey, man. Hopefully he gets it together. Talented, always been talented. I believe he was like a freshman all conference, freshman all ACC when he was at Florida State. And then, you know, some things happen, but you know, he's a young guy. And he'll get it together, I'm sure. And you know, this coaching staff, Coach Cristobal, does his due diligence, man. He's not letting nobody come in and ruin the locker room. And the players in the locker room are not gonna let anybody come in and ruin the locker room. So, you know, we got a good veteran presence. You know, we got Chase and Mo in that room. You know, they 28 and up, 30 and up. You know, so they're not letting nobody come in there. They'll yoke somebody up, man. So, Moulton too. Yeah, Moulton puts. He gonna put you. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. One time.
Taking it back to that.
One time.
Yeah. But our QB1 is on campus now. QB1 is in the building. Darian Mensah, man. A lot of people wanted him last year. Shout out to CB. He definitely AB. Yes. He definitely was on the Mensah train last year. Like CB was like tight that we didn't get Mensah last year.
He's still mad. He's still he's still upset. Yeah.
He like, yo, we could have, you know, but we got him now. Better late than never. He's a year better. He's a year sharper. Let's talk about the numbers, man. Like 67% passer. You know what I mean? 3,973 yards, almost 4,000 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 6 picks.
Yep.
Crazy, man. I like to look at what he did against, subpar competition, or I'm sorry, good competition.
Yeah.
Their schedule wasn't all, Duke's schedule was
was not good at all.
But his worst game by far was the Illinois game. And it wasn't even terrible. He threw for 334 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick.
Crazy.
68%, and they got blown out in that game, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Against his former team, Tulane, they also lost. He threw for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 60%. Against Clemson, cooked in that game. I watched the whole game. I watched that game live, and I watched it the other day, man. And he had a good game against Clemson. 27-41, 66% passing, 361 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks in that game. He takes care of the ball. He can make every throw. He's not a runner, but he knows how to get, he knows how to get out of trouble. He knows how to slide when it's time. He has excellent ball placement, very accurate with the ball. And he can throw off platform. He doesn't have to be set perfectly to make a good throw. And he has command. He had command of that Duke offense, which was like a kind of like a Rhett Lashley type offense. So again, man, I think Coach Dawson, if Coach Dawson is still coaching, Miami will be able to open up the offense a little bit more and do some things he couldn't or wasn't willing to do with Carson Beck.
Yeah, it's a different kind of quarterback, different kind of athlete that we have coming in. And yeah, look, you go back to last year, right? CB brings it up all the time, and justifiably so. Like, this was, I think, our number 2 guy when he did jump in the portal, no contact last year. And when I think that graphic wasn't even like cooled down yet before the graphic came out that he was going to Duke. Like, I think it was like within an hour. So however long he was in, he probably wasn't even in that long. So that was our guy behind Mateer last year. To get him a year later with P4 experience, you ran down the numbers, right? Like, even his worst games against good teams are still crazy. He's not a runner. He's gonna be an effective runner. He's gonna be athletic. He's gonna be move around in the pocket. This pocket's gonna look very different than the Duke pocket in a lot of ways. Surrounded by better talent, better athletes. Really impressive, man. Like, you ran the patience that Coach Cristobal has in this shit is insane to me. Like, the calmness that he has, like, there's shit blowing up all around him in the middle of a natty run, in the middle of all this stuff, got a couple days, and this thing and Darian Mensah happens at the 11th hour is crazy. Not just Darian Mensah. Cooper, bro. Like, to bring his favorite weapon with him. Like, man, we gonna ride together. We got some things to handle in Miami, Yeah. Bringing him in, a former Harvard, I think he graduated from Harvard, and then went to Duke, and now Miami. So shout out to him, man, just stepping up, like, incredible. Fam, that young man is next. Just picturing him next to Malley.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, with Vandrevius Jacobs, with a Vaughn, with a Josh Moore, with a, like, Samarian Wingo, with a, like, all these, because ain't no spring portal. That's it. This team is a team. This roster is locked. You never know. Might have some additions because because you never know. Right now, there could be a graphic like, yo, we got on another one because we also added an O lineman, Jonathan Klein, 6'4", 315, which were like that was 6'4" would have been our tallest O lineman 6 years ago. Now he's like, man, keeping it a buck, right? My first reaction when Jonathan Klein, I was like, he's only 6'4". Like that's how stupid, because I've gotten used to 6'6", 6'7". Like getting him is crazy, and he was, shout out to him too, man. Like this shit ain't easy, man. If you want to commit to it and transfer to it, that's dope, because you see how we get talked about differently.
Facts.
But yeah, man, Mensah's crazy. Wherever you want to go, talk to me.
Yeah, number 1 or 2 on a lot of people's boards, for next year. He's definitely in the top 5 conversation for draft eligible quarterbacks next year, which is going to be a loaded class next year. Like if you're in the NFL and you need a quarterback, you're probably waiting until next year.
I mean? No need to reach.
Definitely shoots to 1 or 2 in the ACC. You could make an argument for Angeli at Syracuse, because before he got hurt, he was lighting things up in front on that. But other than that, in the conference, definitely 1 or 2 in the conference. And then, like you mentioned, Cooper, I hope Barkate. I don't know if you're saying it right. Barkate.
Yeah, I kept misspelling it, if I'm keeping it a buck.
Yeah. We're gonna have our guy Steve-O on to break him down. From the receiver, from the breakdown guru, Steve-O. But in my opinion, man, I'm infatuated with the route running. Like the route running to me is just pristine, and I love a receiver who can run routes. And that's how he creates his separation. He's not the fastest, right? He's not the shiftiest, but the routes he runs are fantastic. And he's able to separate. He catches. He's a hands catcher, which I also love.
Yes,
because
that's your big.
You don't have to slow down. You don't have to slow down. You can just pluck it and keep going. He knows where he's supposed to be on the field. And with that threat, him on one side, whoever on the other side, Josh Moore, Vendrevius, Jacobs, Cam Vaughn, whoever on the other side, Milan Paris, if he shows up and gets busy, you have those threats. Now Malley works the middle and works that slot, and it's crazy, Nice
ass.
Right. He's gonna have to block. You already know he's gonna have to block, but I'm sure he's a willing blocker. That's the main thing. If you're willing, you're gonna be all right. As we've seen with JoJo, who's gone now, he was willing. All the troubles, whatever, catching the ball or whatever was going on, he was blocking and putting people on their ass when he was blocking too. That's never going to be compromised. They're never going to compromise blocking in the receiver room, because the run game has to function, so the pass game can function efficiently. So, yeah, man, very excited, man. Very excited when we break down the season and we go position by position group. We're gonna talk about that, but I'm very excited for the receiver room. Definitely.
Yeah. Got what? 3, right? 3 transfers, right? With Cooper, with already
we lost. I think we lost 4 in the room, 5 in the room.
5. Yeah. Tony Johnson. Just graduating was Tony Johnson, CJ, Keelan, and then Chance and JoJo transferred out.
JoJo, yeah, man. Nikar, 6 out.
But we recruited 5 and brought in
3.
So numbers is good.
Yeah, we got 8 or 10 in that room. 8 to 10 in that room. That's crazy. That's where you want. That's where you want to be at. Like, and that's where I think we were talking about that at one point. That's where you want to. Yeah, Ray. That's where you want to be at, though. I think you need at least 10 in that. Well, at least 8. At least 8 in that room.
Minimum. Yeah. Because if you don't want to have a bad injury, and then asking too much, you might not have the numbers after that. So where they're at now is good. Yeah, man. Darian Mensah, yo. He gets the hit. It's probably already, I'm pretty sure it was already on campus today, running some stuff with Mally. I know they're doing freshman workouts. Shout out to Gavin Mueller posting that pic looking like an absolute monster. Just insane, bro. Like that dude, yo. Okay. I was like, I get it, Brock Shot. I get why you had to leave. You saw what was coming. You saw what was coming. You saw it. But yeah, man. Damn, man, that pulling Darian Mensah at this moment, man, and then bringing his favorite wide receiver is crazy. Amazing work by the staff. Can't wait. I don't know if they're gonna have a spring game now that the spring portal's gone, because that's why they kind of shut that down in the past. You know what I mean? Because people could show up and watch your guys play. Hopefully they kind of bring that back. I'm cool with it being on campus again. That's a dope experience. Yeah. If you're able to make it out there.
Whatever. We down there. Whatever it is. Down there.
I do that don't care. Do that Inter Miami Stadium. It's gonna be crazy. So the guys that left, now that the portal's been closed, everybody, man, that landed somewhere. Artavius Jones said they landed at UCF. Go ahead and ball out over there, Juggernaut, man. Always going to be a fan. Ain't no, like I always said, we always going to say nothing negative for us to ever say about guys that committed here. It just didn't work out. The numbers are the numbers, and the business is the business. And that's the way it is, man. For all the former Canes that found new homes, good luck, man, and ball out. That's it. Yeah, man, it's Joe. What I found weird about, not surprising, just want to bring it up, is that when the lawsuit dropped, right, from Duke to Mensah, everybody had think pieces. Everybody go, oh, is this the end of college football? Is this really what we're headed to? And then it just quietly and silently goes away, and now nothing. No reactions, no YouTube clips, videos from big networks about what it means. Is just a comment in an episode about something else.
Yeah.
For what, dog? For what? Like, why make it big news? But when the shit goes, hey man, you know what? He was never an employee, so this isn't a thing. You know what I mean? Like, why not answer that too? Like, again, I'm always gonna say, like, look, we have a show twice a week. We talk about everything we can as most we can. They do shows every day, and they just nada. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, dog. Like I don't get why, if you're gonna build an information and trust with people, why you build a narrative with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the world is a business, right? Everything is a business, so everything revolves around engagement, clicks, engagement, views, listens. Everything revolves around that. Everybody knows that he was going to be able to leave. Like there was no issue. Yes, he signed the contract.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't know the language of the contract. We just don't. We know, the key points of the contract. Maybe we don't know all the language in the contract, man. So regardless, it was about money.
Always.
Money. That's what it's about. Like, so yes, no, I'm sorry. The players are not employees. They can move freely amongst the country whenever they want. Currently, that's the rule. Currently, that's what it is. You can move freely. You can do what you want. There are no restrictions with that. Tampering, everybody tampers. Let's get
everybody.
Let's just.
It's not even a rule, dog. It's just a word they say. Yeah, everybody. As long as you're not talking to the player.
What they say you shouldn't do. Nah, you shouldn't smoke cigarettes, but it's totally legal. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get lung cancer. You're gonna die from lung cancer. But it's legal. You shouldn't do it, but it's legal. You know, so come on, man.
Hey man, salute to Hawaiian King. Appreciate you, brother. Great show, guys. When it appeared that Mensah became likely headed to UM, the haters became pretzels. Facts. They twisted themselves up. Ooh, that's a bar. That's a bar there, Hawaiian King. That was a bar right there. I like that. Hey man, listen, it's always going to bother me. It's like a pet peeve of mine. It's like, fam, you have the ability to give the information. Like, shout out to the reporters that just get, tell you what they can, right? Because if they have sources and shit, I 100% understand that, right? You keep relationships and all that. But when you call yourself a reporter to build a narrative, that's when it becomes, when you're seeking engagement and validation in that way, then you're no longer a reporter to me. Then you're a content creator. And that's fine. That's very different. You're an influencer. That's what it is. And salute to y'all, man. So just be careful and be weary of those with reporter in their bios, but they're really content creators because they have graphics ready for engagement. You know what I mean? Articles ready for engagement and things like that, man. So just be mindful of that.
I'm on the Coach Cristobal. I'm of that mindset, man. Adapt or die. It is what it is out here, fam. Like, no school in this is wrong for what they're doing. Even with the LSU joint, when they tampered with the Clemson guy and coach, Clemson coach guy. Put it on blast. Put it on blast, right? It's the system, fam. It's not the schools or the players it's the system. The system is terrible.
It is.
They put this into place and they didn't have any guardrails. They say, yo, make as much as you want in NIL, transfer when you want. We're going to give you these windows to transfer. Do what you want. Get your money, whatever. That's it. That's all. They said, go, yo. They told the kids to go out and play. They didn't say come back in at 9. They didn't say you can't go past this car.
Come back when the lights.
They didn't say stay out the street. They didn't say anything. You know what I mean?
They say come back. They say come back home. Come back home when the lights come on. They ain't say shit.
They didn't say that.
Hey man, go outside. Go outside.
Yeah. So I mean, what you want now? Obviously, there needs to be some things that happen. But who does anyone even know? Can anyone name a person in charge of college football, in charge of making rules? Can anyone name that person? Who is that?
Nope. Nobody.
Can someone name anybody on the committee in charge of making rules for college football? Like,
nobody. Appreciate you, Shans. Yeah, man. We're here every Wednesday and Sunday, 6:30 and 6 o'clock, respectively. Yeah, there's nobody in charge of this shit. Like, that's the thing. That's the other thing that's crazy, right? Like, when the media goes, oh, somebody should be in charge. Y'all have billion-dollar contracts. You know what I mean? Y'all have billion-dollar contracts with these conferences. Guess what you could do? Tell them, hey, man, we need a commissioner. We need some set rules. But you don't want it. So you can't, in one hand, complain about it, and then in the other hand, not do nothing to change it. But again,
I'm telling you, if Miami goes on an Alabama run, there will be some rules in place. They will. They will get some rules going.
There's going to be a panel of coaches. You know what I mean? A panel of coaches and ADs and presidents. Something needs to change. Miami's winning too much. They won't say it, but they'll be like, "There's a team in Florida that is doing a little because it's not going to be Florida State that's doing a little bit too much winning, and that needs to change." We got a guest, man. We're going to go to the Kingswear ad, and he will be jumping on here shortly. If I find it, there it is.
Welcome to Kingswear. New store, new items, same great experience.
Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Yes, sir. You know I got to give our guy an introduction, man. It's been a minute since we had him on.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Come on. Bring it on. Bring him in.
A local legend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't know this dude, I don't know where you've been at following this Canes thing. He got his own channel. He's doing
Broward County representative.
Broward County 954, you know what I'm saying? 754. I don't even know how many area codes shit got now, but he got them all. Everybody know. If you ain't seen his breakdowns, I don't know where you at, what you doing, or why you hiding from him, man. I got Steve-O, man, aka 365 Canes football. Let's go. I did it. I still got it, Joe. I still got it.
What's good, y'all boys? Ben, Joe, what's up?
What's going on?
What up,
brother?
man?
How you doing, man?
We didn't coordinate this. We did not coordinate this at all. You know what I mean? Look at this shit. All black with the orange on. What's five?
Yeah, it's a funeral for them boys out. It's a funeral for the rest of them boys out there. You know what I mean?
It's just the energy, bro. Make the natty, you know what I'm saying? We moving different now.
Yeah. You
facts.
looking locked in. You looking locked in, my boy. What's going on?
Nothing, chilling, man. Just getting home from work. Was excited to jump on, do our thing. A lot going on coaching wise, and it's lit. It's a great time of the year. This used to be the only time of year we look forward to, but now we get to enjoy the whole year as Hurricanes fans.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, facts. Steve-O, man, let's talk about it real quick before we get into these breakdowns for these receivers we got. We waited a long time for a month like we just had, right? And just going through it, man, what were you feeling? What was it like down in the city? Like seeing what we've been rooting for and waiting on, and seeing that week after week, this team showing up after stumbling, man.
I mean, obviously, a lot of us thought it was over after SMU. Let's be real. We thought it was over. Pop-Tart Bowl, here we come. That type of talk, that type of rhetoric. If they didn't put us in front of Notre Dame now, they're never going to do it. That changed. And that first win versus Texas A&M, it changed everything. The perception of the program, just the local. Like, I've seen so much people just wearing Miami gear around the town, around here, around there. I got people in my job that coming through with Hurricane gear on, and I'm like, bro, you don't even watch football. Go Canes. That's what they're saying. Like it literally don't even watch football. They over here like, go Canes, go Canes. Talking about I watched your show yesterday, and I'm like, yo, who are you, bro? That's what a title run do, because this is a town that loves some women, boy. This is what it do. The energy is crazy. I know y'all just dropped the Caneswear ad. I mean, Caneswear has been going crazy, booming. Lines out the door. Everybody getting new merch. It's been a magical ride. I mean, it didn't end the way we wanted it to end, and I'm pretty sure you guys have chopped wood on that plenty of times. But at the end of the day, we're ahead of the rebuild time. We thought we would be ACC championship, then compete for national championship. The ACC championship ain't happened because of the ACC. Let's be real. But we got in the playoffs, and not only did we get in the playoffs, we knocked down the SEC power and Texas A&M that they're propping up all year. Then we went in there in Ohio State, who was the number one team for the majority of the year, literally until like the Big Ten championship. Knocked them out of there, bullied them. We should have honestly won by more. Ole Miss.
Facts.
So much self-inflicted mistakes, and honestly, Ole Miss was better than anybody was giving them credit for. Honestly, I'm happy for them, because I didn't really care for the Lane Kiffin debacle over there. So happy that they didn't just fall apart and crumble just for the goodness of college football. However, we still put belt to buns over there, and if we didn't drop 4 interceptions, that game would have been ugly. Some untimely face mask calls, that game would have been ugly. So I mean, the energy down here in the city is crazy. We got people who don't care for football. Not even to be, I don't know, that might sound weird, but we got some races that don't really watch football. UM down everywhere. It's the vibe is out.
Yeah, no doubt, Steve-O. You got boots on the ground, dog. Like you're in the field, man. You're in the trenches, man. What's the energy with the youngsters, man? With the guys you're working with, man?
It's great. So I mean, I'm no longer coaching with Raw. I'm with Hellstar. Now we got our new team, Paradise City. We got 5-star Nicholas Lanier, and he wear Miami gear
That's
every
my
time.
guy.
Every
Yo,
time I see
man.
him.
That
And
kid, right?
yeah,
Look,
that's a dude. That's a dude. I mean, let's be real. The I don't speak too much for him when it comes to that, but I can tell you he loving Miami, and
Yeah.
Miami loving him a lot too. They're recruiting him the hardest. You know, him and Mally are close. So Mally played with Hellstar. He's kind of getting some of that same deal lined up for him because of his stardom. So good for him. You know, we got a 5-star athlete in 2028, Aiden Johnson, down here playing Barkate from Hollywood. I mean, he's feeling the love. He's feeling the love. The staff is on him. They could talk. They could talk their ish now. We
Yeah.
just went
Yeah,
on
yeah.
it. Like they could really talk their ish now, and they loving it. I mean, we're loaded. Julius Jones, a big target for us, for big top 50 kid right now in St. Thomas Aquinas. He feeling the love. Everybody's trying to press him, but right now we kind of got that mojo. I mean, it's nice, man. You should see when we was in that group chat. Oh, Miami or Ole Miss, how all them kids was like, oh, Miami, Miami, Miami. We don't want to see that. We ain't seeing that. Even versus Indiana, them boys is, Miami money line, Miami like, Tari is a 4-star corner at Miami Central.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of kids down here that, Coach Cristobal told these kids what was going to happen, and
Right.
it's happening in front of their eyes. So his
Yeah.
credibility is at an all-time high when it comes to high school coaches, when it comes to
Yeah.
recruits, when it comes to kids who are playing on other teams that are low-key trying to transfer over to us. Like,
Yeah.
because this was the message when we
Yeah.
went 5-7 in 2022. Hey, hold on, because we gonna do it the right way. We gonna build it to where it can last. We're not just gonna be that flash in the pan one season. This
Yeah.
roster was built to last. We are going to be able to replace a Ruben Bain and a Nakeem Mesidor, which sounds crazy because, to be honest, there's really no replacement for that. But
Right.
theoretically, we will be replacing them with 5-star guys. So it's great right now. They got the juice. The kids are loving it. They loving it. To be honest, he probably worked harder than anybody I've ever known as a
Yeah.
recruiter because, I
Yeah.
mean, shit, he talked to my kids more than I talked to him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
How it
crazy,
be.
man.
I check in with them boys daily. They on boots on the ground. I mean, KB over here at Dillard, we got a receiver, Anthony Jennings, probably one of the fastest players in the country. We call him
Yeah.
Speedy.
Speedy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, boots on the ground on that. I'm talking about head coach coming to see you, receiver coach coming to see you. We got everybody who available to be on the road coming to see you. These kids from in this area of the crib. Everybody's seen him. It's not just a position coach, and it's Mario coming through, and then he getting on the jet, and then he going out west. He going everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. We just cashed in 30+ million. So yeah,
Facts.
gas up that jet. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, gas it
Gas
up.
up that,
Right.
yeah,
Gas it
go
up.
ahead.
They
Yeah,
gotta
gas
have it.
that shit up.
They gotta have the cats down there. Like when Lane Kiffin come in the city, man, they gotta do something about that, man. He taking pictures, you know what I mean, with in front of
He don't
St.
recruit high school.
Thomas and all that, man. Get that man out the city, man.
Nah.
He
And that's things like that never gonna change. The coaches
yeah.
are always gonna come down here to get that talent. I mean, it is what it
Mhm.
is. We gonna have to compete with them. But now, the proof is in the pudding now. We ain't gotta
Facts.
sell we don't sell the vision no more. We sell what's reality and what's coming moving forward. So yeah, them Lane Kiffins, all the coaches gonna come down here for some players, man. But we just gotta make sure we get the ones we want.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's all there is to it.
locking in. Hey, man, yeah. So you know what I'm saying, you like Joe said, you're embedded with these young men, right? You see them every day. How has them seeing the realization of what Coach Cristobal's building? How has that changed, like year over year, just talking to them, right? Because we see it as fans, and we got a rooting interest, right? We bought this King shit, like we bought this, like hey man, they got to win. But like seeing these young players and on the day to day, like seeing Cam Ward to this year. And what I'm saying, seeing Mally flourish, seeing, Josh Moore go there, guys they grew up with right there doing it. Like is that idea of staying and making, making the crib better, making the crib great, however the saying goes, how is that flourishing within them when they're talking to their staff?
Yeah, and a lot of that got to do with Mally, to be honest with you. They see what Mally doing, Mark going crazy. Wasn't for Loud being hurt, he would be going crazy. I mean, OJ, Lucas, these are guys that are down here from here, live their whole damn life here. Coming in. So
Oh, yeah.
definitely it helps. It really does help. And the vibe amongst them is Miami's hot right now with the youngins, man. They are. And it's because it's not just promises in this. Like I'm telling you, he's delivering on it. He's been telling these kids, Mario don't start recruiting them once they start getting offers and they're in, 10th grade going into their junior year. He been telling some of these kids since 8th grade, like, yo, this is what it's gonna be by the time, you got a time to put pen to paper. This is what it's gonna be. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely been booming. That's all I'm gonna say. Business is booming.
Nice.
It's booming. And
That's
they, for as much people as yeah, we get some key impact transfers, yeah, but we just took a 30 kid class. Nobody doing that no more. Like we developing high school kids, bro.
facts.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Was
right,
it
man. Yeah. Go ahead.
real quick? Was it fourth ranked transfer portal class with 12 players? Everybody in the top 10 is taking like 25 or more. For those quality over quantity, baby. Quality over quantity. We didn't need that many. Steve just said we took 30. We took 30. We, you know what I'm saying? We good. All right, Joy, go ahead.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. So let's break down these wideouts real quick, man. Cam Vaughn, Mr. Jacobs. I get tongue tied saying his first name. Vandrevious, I think.
Vandrevious, yeah.
Yeah, and young Cooper. Talk about those three real quick. The differences, how you think they're going to be used in the offense. Yeah, real quick.
So I'll start with I'll go in order. I believe it was Vaughn who committed first, so I'll go with him. He's been a guy. This is just how it is now in college football. You might start FCS, then you moved up, went to West Virginia, still produced at a high level, but body type. 6'2", able to fight through some contact. We saw, at times there was times where we struggled to gain some separation. Sometimes you just need some big bodies to be able to fight through contact and make those contested catches. It seemed like Beck was a little hesitant at times, especially when CJ was out for like 4 or 5 weeks to throw some of those contested catches. Marion, he was a contested catch guy. He was making a lot of those for us. So you love to see that from a size standpoint, able to fight off the line of scrimmage, has some explosiveness to him. I think he's a possession receiver with upside and, runs after the catch. So when I see his film, very disciplined, a guy who is, attacking the ball with his hands. That's one of the best things you could see for a receiver. If you got a body catcher, bro, come on. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I hate catches.
Yeah, we not doing that. And we're not doing that at all. So explosiveness, but I love the size, to be honest with you. I think he's a wild card in my opinion, because I feel like he can come here and flourish. Like Keelan Murray just had his best season ever in college football. He was known as a gadget guy. So I think Vaughn is more of like the X in the actor in the room, because he's gonna come in and we don't know what KB can turn him and what this offense could turn him into. Because there was a lot of problems at West Virginia. They didn't have much of a run game. Teams were dropping 8 on them a lot. So it kind of limited his explosive, one-on-one vertical shots. He still had some and definitely made some contested catches down the sideline, which is definitely a plus for us. That's one of the things I was talking about. But I think he's a wild card because his best football is probably ahead of him.
Jacobs.
Jacobs, I like him. I've seen him a couple times just watching college football. He's explosive. To be honest, Sellers, their quarterback that everybody wanted, he sold him plenty of times. Like I've already done some all 22 tape, on these guys. So I've seen how they get open, see how they're flourishing in some of these concepts, see how their tempo, their routes are going. He got some speed, and he was open deep several times, and you're not always gonna get the ball when you're open deep. So it is what it is. You got to maximize your opportunity once they make that throw. He is snatching that thing out the air when they do toss it. I mean, you think about Harbor, who is a freak, huge speed. When you look at that all 22 tape, man, Jacobs was he was kind of that vertical threat for them. He just didn't get the ball accurately thrown to him. There's a lot of times that thing going out of bounds, it's hitting his feet, it's underthrown, and he's jumping against two people. But he's splitting. They're playing quarters coverage. He's taking the top off on a post. Like he has that type of explosive ability. I would see, and then obviously he's 6'2", so he has some size. It just seems like we wanted to get some more size in the room. With two seniors who are 6 foot plus leaving. You just had to inject that talent in there, and then obviously JoJo transferring out, transferring out, Nikar transferring out. All those guys are 6 foot plus. So you just needed to replenish that body type in the room. But I think he's. I don't know how much catches he'll have in a year, but I promise you he might average 15 yards per catch in this offense because he's explosive. He has really quick releases, lightning acceleration, can get to that top speed. I'm excited about him because I like receivers who could take the top off.
Yeah.
And now,
Quarters
Jim Cooper.
Now Spidey.
I mean, I'll be biased, but yeah, that's my guy. I like all that's potential all white team loading up right there, baby. Love me a Cooper, baby. Love me a Cooper. Love to see it. But technically sound. I mean, I'm gonna get into his actual athleticism because people are gonna underestimate him because he's white. Let's just be real. But FCS All-American, gets to the ACC, goes crazy. This guy understands how to manipulate leverage. I'm talking about zones. Everybody's trying to reroute him, killing the leverage, killing him in man coverage. This guy is really good at attacking leverage, and he has suddenness. He'll eat that cushion up and then pop, have you lost in the sauce. Vertical threat. People, again, they're going to discount him because he's white. But, man, he is a vertical threat. He will go deep on you, boy. And he is going deep down the sideline. Obviously, that connection with Mensah is going to be great. You just threw to this guy for 1K. And it's not like, he threw for 3,600 yards. He had other receivers that I know they hit the portal. They went elsewhere. I mean, they were just productive at receiver. So it's not like he was the only guy. In like a Rambo situation where he had 1,000 yards because there really wasn't really much else going on. But like 1,000 yards while spreading the rock, and he averaged over 15 yards. He's going to be explosive. I mean, he's going to be a guy who's going to take the top off. He's going to eat intermediate. I think Malley's probably going to get more of those short touches. Let's be real; those quick touches a lot. Is really good with his game, but I wouldn't discount him from that either because he got some more wiggle. But he's also strong. He's been in the college weight room for a couple of years. He runs through contact, not just with the ball in his hands. He runs through contact while getting vertical on routes, while they're getting those grabs that don't get called, those little hip checks that don't get called. He's able to run through those with a nice condensed muscular body. So that's something that powers, shows me something. He has great contact balance, great balance in general, good footwork on the sideline, excellent hands. I believe he only had one drop on the year on like 80 plus targets. I mean, that shows good hands. A couple one-handers, which shows good hands or hand in those situations. But I'm actually really excited about him because every receiver that transfers to Miami has more production or better years than they had. CJ would have had that too if he didn't get injured. But he definitely had a better. He had 0 touchdowns for LSU last year. Missed 6 games and still had 7 or like 8 this year. So I mean, everybody who's come here has produced better than their last spot. So if this remains true, I mean, this guy might put up 1,500.
Facts.
I have a question before I send it back to our resident wide receiver Joe over here. How terrifying is it just for us fans to like have an understanding of a Coop and Malley on the field together? Like how insane is that? Just like I know you're brand. Fam, you're subject matter expert with this shit. Like you can talk about this shit in your sleep, and you absolutely cook that. Like how you started thinking about that, right? Like when that got official, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about those two on the field together, how terrifying is that for opposing defenses?
I mean, I look at it wholly. I think about when you not just Cooper and Malley, but you also have to contend with Mark Fletcher in the backfield, and people have to be ready to fill those run fits. And then you have whoever comes out on top on the other side, Vaughn, Jacobs, or Joshua Moore. I think about it holistically, and then having a healthy Lofton back. I think there's just if you want to double team Mally in the slot, which is what teams like to do with that bracket, I mean, as a defensive coordinator, you're going to live with a lot of blurs because there's just no way. I mean, I do think that you'll see a lot of Cooper and Mally on the same side. You know, obviously Mally in slot, Cooper outside. Have one of those bigger guys, you know, bigger bodies as the X, either Vaughn or you go with that speed with Jacobs, or you know Joshua Moore just takes over with that size. I think there's plenty of options at backside receiver. So that just gives. I just think there's going to be some terrifying blurs on that backside because they're just going to have so much attention. You're going to have eyes on Mally from the snap. You're going to have eyes on Cooper. You know, some of these other guys are just going to be bound to run free. And I think that maybe would help with the tight end game. Hopefully that helps them get involved in the offense. Lofton came alive, you know, late in the year, touchdown wise, not really statistically wise. Took one for the team. Big hit, held on, you know, kind of was knocked out after that. I'm not going to discuss the injury, but everybody could probably assume what that was. So, you know, we'll have him back full go. But as a defensive coordinator, bro, like you're going to have to pick your poison. Literally, you're going to have to pick your poison. This offense has the guys to be the greatest show on turf. And then you thinking about just adding in like, but Mensah, he's not a statue at quarterback. Not that Beck was either. But you saw how Beck's legs were crucial at times, man. Mensah's that can actually run. So it's just too much. A defense is always going to give up something, but they're going to be giving up a lot more than they plan on paper with this type of offense with the weapons.
Facts. On that note, real quick, Steve-O, man. As the OC, right? As Coach Dawson or whoever the OC may be in 26, how do you plan? Like what are you doing on offense? Like, so we had Cam. Obviously, it depends on, you know, who's leading the offense, who's at quarterback. Your O-line, you just lost 4 starters, right? So you have to think about that as well. You have what you did with Cam a couple years ago. You have what you did with Beck. Where are you leaning towards? Like, are you more going back to what you did with Cam? Are you heavy RPOing? Like, what are you doing with those weapons in the building?
It really depends on how the offensive line develops, because if they're kind of shaky, then you might see, you know, more stuff we saw with Beck, that tight ends inside helping out in the run game, helping out in some pass protection, chipping and then releasing. That's what Ballman was doing all year, chipping, chip, then release as like a security valve. So you'll probably see some of that if we have some, you know, struggles at tackle. We're going to be probably playing pancake at one of the tackles, and then, you know, we got a transfer from Georgia who doesn't have much starting experience, so we'll see how that goes. But based on Mensah himself and the weapons we got, I'm thinking more of Cam, because Mensah can, you know, extend plays. He can do things of that nature. However, if I'm an OC, you know, I'm planning for it. First thing I want to do is establish the run. Because the best thing for starting 4 offensive linemen is just let them fire off the ball and drive people off. And the weapons are going to be there. So you could let that time, and you got a big time quarterback. You'll get more one-on-one matchups if you establish the run. But I would definitely expect to see, you know, some more fireworks than we saw this year on offense. But definitely would really depend on tackle play, because we could honestly go 4 wide sets, you know, a lot more this year if the tight end play, you know, isn't really up to par and our offensive line is holding up. You know, we could run the ball with 4 wide sets. We'll spread them out more. We'll get Fletcher downhill. We'll get, you know, Pringle downhill in space. We'll get, you know, Marty Brown live. I mean, we're deep at RB. So I'll be more worried about staying true to the run game and making sure that my 4 workhorses get those touches. And could let the offense figure itself out when it comes to the throwing game. But I think as an OC, that would be the first thing I want to establish, is get my offensive linemen's confidence up. I know I got 4 bell cows, literally. And 2 of them got breakaway speed. 3 of them, actually 3 of them, I honestly, Fletcher broke away. Fletcher breakaway, he can get going. But Pringle and Lyle have that home run speed. So you're thinking about getting that going, and, you know, RPO as well. I think we'll see more RPO with Mensah. You ran it well at Tulane, ran it more at Duke, and that coincides with your running game. And now you get these boxes loaded up, and it's one-on-one with the slant, and you hit it, and now he's hitting his head on the goalpost for 60 yards after the catch. So I would expect heavy run game early, with the explosive passing plays coming. But if the tight ends, if the offensive line performs well, maybe some 4 receiver sets, get some more juice on the field. Because just as of this moment, we're not getting that juice from the tight end room. Obviously, it's hard to be an Arroyo, but I am just disappointed. I'm disappointed with the production at tight end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a couple questions from the crowd here from the chat. Appreciate y'all. See y'all going crazy. Steve, yeah, Steve-O. Yeah. Steve, are there any big body receivers coming out the next few years out of South Florida the size of JJ and Wingo?
Man, JJ, nah. I mean, I got some kids with size, but they not JJ, brother. I'm sorry.
No, that's a different level. That's crazy. That's the comparison. Hey, y'all got a Calvin Johnson coming out next week.
Yeah, I mean, I can run through some receivers all day, brother. But I promise I'm lying to you. They tell you they JJ. I mean, we got, like I said, that 5-star athlete Aiden Johnson. He's 6'4" right now, still growing. He might be playing a lot. He got projections to play anywhere from receiver, tight end, DN, linebacker. I mean, he literally is a freak. So it depends on how his body. He just turned 16 last week at Battle Miami. So it depends on how his body goes. Julius Jones, he's more of a smaller guy, 5'11", probably 6 flat. We got probably more 6-foot range guys. You got a TJ Tremont Isaac, 4-star guy at Chaminade. He's like that. He is like that. And then obviously we got Amari, who's committed to us right now. He's a smaller guy, an electric, 5'10" slot, who's taking punts to the crib, kick returns to the crib, screens, deep, versatile. So when it comes to that, yeah, we got average size receivers coming in. We always have those guys from 5'11" to 6'2", but we just don't got the 6'4" JJs running around. I mean, they're like, again, bro, it's JJ.
It's on JJ. It's JJ. Yeah. That man, Rich, he was in here. Being a man, appreciate you. Which receiver are you most excited about in this incoming freshman class?
Oh, that's easy, bro. My favorite one, I'm a Spafford guy.
Spafford. I thought you was gonna say Wingo. So.
I mean, everybody. I mean, I love Wingo. His size is great. I've seen him in person, but I've had to play against Spafford multiple times when he played with Cali Power, and I'm talking about we could not stop that. Like we could not stop that boy. People like again they gonna sleep. Like he is a legit 4-3 guy. Yeah. Like when they see the Goldilocks, they see that the complexion,
sunshine.
Yeah, no, bro, he will smoke your ass, bro. Like I'm telling you right now, I done seen DBs talking about some, bro. I can't cover him. I'm looking at him like, what you mean you can't cover him, bro? Like you telling me you can't? I done seen you lock. All these guys, Decorian Moore. I done seen you go against this guy, JJ for damn sure. We skunked out SFE. What you mean you can't drop? You can't guard him, bro. Bro, I can't do it, bro. And I'm looking at him pre-snap. I'm seeing that they putting him in motion. They're like, all right, yeah. They got him on CJ now. They're straps. Blue. I'm like, oh hell nah, hell nah, bro. He was unguardable. He's so crafty with his route running, and like when you get those type of guys, they usually lack the top end speed. They always want to compare like the Edelmans, the Wes Welkers, those guys who are gonna always get open. But bro, they did not have legit 4-3 speed, dog. Like laser time right now, 4-3. Imagine after a couple years of strength and conditioning at Miami, if they don't just bulk him up just to be stupid. Yeah. Like I'm super excited about him because one of the easiest ways to get on the field as a freshman is to be a vertical threat because you don't need much touches. You can take the top off, you will get snaps.
Yeah.
You might get 10, 15 snaps, you might get 1 or 2 targets, but if you catch that bit, it's going for 60.
Yeah.
I'm excited about them all, but I'm a Spafford guy.
Yeah. Nah, man. No, listen, we want to get you on here quick, man, to break these boys down, man. Love your breakdowns. Tell everybody where they can catch you, where they can catch your breakdowns and all that, man.
Yeah, man. On YouTube, 365 Canes Football. Also on Canes Insight. You can follow me on Twitter, 365 Canes Football. Same on Instagram. I am cooking some all 22 quarterback review. You know how I do it. So I'm letting that build. I think I'm on game 5, Georgia Tech, which Cooper had like 175 yards in that game, 10 catches. I think I'm like halfway through that one right now. So yeah, that's coming down the pipeline. That's gonna be juicy. That's gonna be nice because I love what I see from him. He has great eyes, can make every single throw, and just the willingness to attack the one-on-one matchups. I think that's these guys ain't gonna make a play if you don't give them the opportunity to. Like that Virginia Tech game, the throw to Malley, the throw to or Pittsburgh at the end, throw to CJ. You got to throw those plays. You got to throw that ball for them to make those one-on-one plays downfield for you. So for him to do that consistently, I'm loving it.
Facts. Yes, I love it. I love it. I can't
Steve-O,
wait,
brother.
I can't wait, bro.
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me, man. We got to do it more often.
Man. Man. Let's do this shit once a month. You run it from.
But
I just want to see. I break it down, brother. Like you breaking down. You know what I'm saying? How you went step by step, and you had every. That shit was crazy. I was just like, damn, this is a master at work. I was in awe, bro. I was like, God, this motherfucker cooking. Put some saute on that bitch. That shit was crazy. Yeah, man. We gotta have you on once a month. We gotta talk about because I was learning while you were talking. I was like, I'm supposed to be listening, but I want to take notes. Like, who are all these guys? I gotta look at. It's crazy, man. Salute, man. Great work, Steve-O, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all having me, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all got 220 in the chat, 74 likes. What y'all being stingy for, man? Drop them likes.
Facts.
Drop them likes, man.
What y'all doing out here,
brother?
man?
We'll hit you up, man. We'll talk again, man. Appreciate you, my brother.
Yes,
Be
sir.
safe,
Go Canes.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, brother. Yes,
man,
my
that
guy,
dude,
man.
Bro, he cooked that, dog.
Yeah,
he
man.
absolutely cooked that. Aiden Jacobs, I'm going to look him up right after this. Crazy. Absolutely, Demetrius. You know what I mean? Likes are free. Absolutely, man. Smash that like button. While you smash that like button, scan that QR code as well. It takes you to everywhere where all our podcasts, our merch, everything, man. Appreciate y'all supporting the show. Joey, we did have something else happen before we get up out of here. You know what I mean? We had, let me see how I'm setting this up. Hold on 1 second. The schedule release. Well, we're gonna go 12-0.
I don't need to look at the schedule. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
But now the schedule is a schedule. Everybody's seen it. How you feeling about these weekday games, man?
Yeah, man, line that shit up. I don't care, man. It's whatever. I know Coach Cristobal talked about it, and I feel like the ACC petty, man, because he talked about it.
They were watching.
He said, college football's for Saturdays and all that, and they just gonna come back. But also, the ACC knows where they're getting their views from and where they're getting where they're getting the money from. So Miami as a Friday night game is the only game in town, the only game on TV. So that's box office. Everybody gonna be watching. So I get it. I get it both ways. It's again, everything is business. Everything is business, man. So, to me, you get paid Friday night. All eyes are on you. You have a chance to show recruits, show everybody what's going on. And then Saturday, I can watch other football. You know what I mean? So unless we lose one, then I don't watch shit.
Don't watch nothing. I just sit with the TV off. No music is played in my house. Don't everybody quiet. Shut it down. You know what I mean? I gotta tell my daughter not make any noise. Yeah, man. Like I was looking at. I think I told Plug where I was like, fam, if it doesn't make sense to you, the answer is always money. Yeah, like the ACC pays. The ACC pays depending on your views. We're gonna be the only thing on TV.
Salute to Clemson, and Florida State for getting Miami paid. Appreciate you, man.
Thank y'all so much. Let's just clap it up. Yeah. Hey, thank y'all so much for thinking your past was gonna be your future. I can't thank y'all enough, man. Like that lawsuit was. Chef's kiss.
Brilliant.
Thank y'all.
Brilliant.
We got to keep our 30 million. Don't even got to split it with y'all when the other conferences do.
Yep.
We were the most viewed team in the conference. More money. We're the only show on TV 4 days. This and during football season.
More money.
More
clickety,
money.
clank, clickety, clank. The money goes into our piggy bank.
Easy,
Yeah,
man.
Appreciate
Easy.
you.
Let's go. Yeah, thank y'all so much, man. Look, everybody doing 12. Look, y'all know the 12-0 though. I'm not gonna no. 12-0.
Yeah, we'll break
November
it down
7th.
a little later.
We have all off season to do the schedule. 12-0. It's a long off season. We don't go away. Shout out to Steve O, man. Shout out to Clemson and FSU. Shout out to Duke. Hey, Manny. Gracias. I don't know if you understood that. That means thank you. You know what I mean? Thank y'all. That's it, man. That's it. That's all we got. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Smash that like button. Hit that QR code. The merch link and all our platforms is in the chat, in the comments, in the bio, in the description, everywhere you can find it, man. Y'all already know. As Joey, it's always reversed me. That's Joey. I'm Benny. Y'all know what it is, man. We'll be back Sunday, man. Appreciate y'all. Go Canes. Right there. Scan that QR code right there. Right there. All right, man. We out. Peace.
Thanks for watching. You heard. Thanks for listening. We appreciate y'all. You already know every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. You already know every Sunday. Right on time.